Hey everyone, it's Mr. John from AK Dragonfish 3D. Here's a little vlog post-tournament. It's our first tournament of 10th in the interior Alaska. It's held at Phoenix Fire Games in North Pole. Shout out to Phoenix Fire Games. Thanks for hosting it. It was an interesting tournament to say the least. First things first, I'll speak from a Marine standpoint, from an Ultramarine standpoint. If you're going to run Phobos, take the Phobos Librarian. Infiltrators plus Phobos Librarian. That was an amazing combo. It looked good on paper. It performed even better on table. Especially since the Infiltrator can take both the Comlink and the Helix. And then the Phobos Librarian keeps them from getting shot outside of 12. And that applies to indirect as well. Which was insane. Because I had to stare down 2 Basilisks and 2 Manticores. Alright, second standpoint from a strictly Ultramarines concept. Telion. Telion's good with snipers. The 2 sergeant named characters, Telion and Chronus, they performed as I thought they would perform. Telion buffed the snipers to an adequate degree, and his weird little named stalker bolt rifle, the Quietus, that did rather well, even despite the fact of facing what I face, and I'll get to that in a minute. The adaptive stratagem that lets you pull them off the table, the reactive, what was it, squad tactics I think it was, or something, right? That was good. So it's straight up just move, and hey, you're near me, move. So infantry, dreadnoughts, so on and so forth. Now from a enemy standpoint, now we get into the fun part. From an enemy standpoint, I had the very honorable pleasure of facing the dreaded Eldar. Okay, so hold on. First, caveat, my daughter plays Eldar, so there's a little bit of a love-hate here going on. First, the fate dice are just crazy. Everyone's screaming, fate dice are crazy in a bad way. Sure, I could see it with some serious cheese being melted in there to make it like super cheesy, super crazy, right? But nothing extravagantly extraordinary. Right? It's a new edition. I expected some weird things. Saying it doesn't need nerfed, I'm not saying that. I'm saying I don't see it as bad as everyone's freaking out to be. And I'm seeing it as it's part of the game. There's other armies that have dice pools too. Okay? Secondly, maybe, I don't know, once per unit per phase or whatever. I don't know how you want to nerf the fate dice. What does need nerfed are those damn Warwalkers. They got 3 up armor. They got a 4 Binvol on a little chicken walker with big ass cannons. They haven't changed any of the gun upgrades, and they have -1 damage. High. The way they can be kitted out is a bit crazy. Like, the only saving grace when I got in engagement with them is the fact of they just have standard walker kicks. Okay? So, other than that, let's see, I faced Eldar Nids, Dark Angels and Custodes. Custodes are still Custodes. They're still 2 up armor. They're still high toughness. All their weapons are still super badass OP. I wouldn't want like main character OP type stuff. And then Guard are just nuts. Guard are nuts. Pure and simple. They'd open fire. Something would take wounds, but it's more balanced. They put out a lot of shots, but with the Basilisk and its reduced AP, that threw me for a huge loop. as an artillerist, as a former artillerist in the real world, a basilisk should, like, seriously do some work, but instead it was boom. I maybe lost a Marine. My partner was Grey Knights. He maybe lost a Grey Knight. The Manticores did work. The Manticores did exactly what I expected them to do. So, alright, so that's my recap. That's where my brain's at. Do some things need nerfed? Yeah, maybe. There's one rule still tumbling in my head, and I'll probably make a video about that later. A vlog of some sort as I talk about it and gather my thoughts. Do some things need reworked? Yes. This is very rough. This feels rushed. The rules, now that I'm in an actual competitive practice, the rules feel kind of rushed. Am I going to ban certain armies? Am I going to be pissy about it? No. There's two ways I look at this. You can either be pissy and just bitch, or you can just play the game and roll with it and enjoy the damn game. And I'm choosing to enjoy the game. I hope you all enjoyed this little vlog, and I hope you enjoy the game as well. Till next time, happy gaming.